Welcome to the Bob and Tam Show today. Pating
Nation.
There you go. Want to know about that? You got to go back and look at that. We're not going to explain all that again today. So, what we're going to do today, this is part 2 of, what's the video from the other day?
44-year dealership speaks out.
That's right. And we got such a great response from that we're putting up part 2. The rest of it, this one's not quite as long as it was the other day because I thought I was going to get it all in one day. And we talked way too long to him. We're going to do some more things. Hang around all the way to the end because we're going to go and take you into the shop and show you some of the race bikes that they do racing. So, hey, let's get going.
All right. Don't forget to subscribe. Give us a thumbs up. Think about Patreon.
Let's go talk to Don again.
Here we go.
It's got the oil pump in it, and it mixes the oil itself. And I run this one down. I needed one for my museum, so I run this one down. It was in pretty bad shape, but we checked the motor number, and Donnie remembers the girl that had it bought it off of us. And she had traded it to a guy that was working on her car. She traded to him for the bill on her car. And we bought it off of him, and I pulled it down and restored it, painted it. Donnie painted it for me. I got too old to paint.
So this is one of the bikes you actually sold at your dealership then?
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. Donnie remembers the girl that had it. I don't know who she was. But and these were available in 175 and 250. This is here's a Baja 100 or an SR 100. It's 100 cc. It's got a bigger cylinder on it than the 125, but it's all cooling fins. This was developed for racing in Arizona, actually Southern California. There's a dealer out there that had Harley Davidson make the Baja for them because they had the dealer's name was Prism, somewhere in California, and he was had a team that young kids that raced in the desert. Spam. Everyone calls it spam. A lot of these bikes, when I got them, they were rusty, really rusty, because the people let them sit outside, you know. And we had to clean them up, and it was hard to find good stainless steel fenders because they always got bent. You can't straighten up that stainless steel and paint it like you do a metal fender. And this is a 125, 1973. First year for the 125, Italian 125 was 68. And it was like one of them little 50 cc's with a 125 motor in it. It was vicious, it was mean. It would rear over backwards in a hurry with you. But they put it in a little bit heavier frame, calmed it down some. And this is the 175 Scat, American made. When they come out, when Harley Davidson come out from the street, like the yellow one, to the Scat, every kid in town had to have one. It's 1962 with the high handlebars and the high pipe and the chopped off fenders. We sold dozens of these. There again, when I decided I wanted one from the museum, I couldn't find a single one available anywhere. And these come from the factory with the grasshopper tires, which was a kind of aggressive tread. They don't make anymore. Goodyear don't make it anymore. And this is one like I used to race back in the 60s, 165, and you take a street bike and put a bigger carburetor on it and a different pipe, shine up the ports, about triple the horsepower on it. But still with only a rigid frame with 3-speed transmission.
So what years did you race?
Well, Come to Florida in 1957 and probably 1958 through 62. Later, then I quit. Well, I quit running in the track and did off-road riding in the woods. Near here we have the Withlacoochee State Forest, and it's got a section called Richland Game Reserve, and we like to ride up there. It's wet, but there's lots of dirt roads, and so we'd spend every weekend when the kids was little. They all had little mini bikes, and me and a couple of my buddies and our wives, we'd camp up there and ride every weekend in the woods. And that's where Donnie, when he was 6 years old, he put more miles on his mini bike around campsite than we did going out through the woods. Kept it hot. And I restored this one twice. Once I fixed it. When I bought it, it was submerged in salt water over in Tampa. So I got it running and painted it and all that. And my grandson, Jamie, he was like 12 years old back then. So I give it to him, and he rode it, beat it all up, beat the fenders and up, and the muffler and the pipes and everything. So when he got bigger, I got it back and restored it again. Except the second time, the salt had finally got to it. Ruined the transmission, it ruined the wheels, it ruined the frame, so I had to scrounge up all that new stuff to
Fix it back up, huh?
lace up new wheels and replace part of the frame members. Let it running again. A lot of history on this bike here. This was originally belonged to the man that I bought the dealership off of. Belonged to his daughter. She rode it to school till she got big enough for a 250. And this one, see, these are rigid rear ends.
Yeah.
This bike here, you got suspension under it.
Oh yeah.
And it kind of works like the modern Softail. it's got springs under it.
Nice, nicer ride, huh?
Yeah, much better. And it's got the scat handlebars. Everybody likes them handlebars up a little bit higher. I never could afford them. No new handlebars when I was racing. This is a scat. This is a pacer. Basically the same year. 62, 65.
Cool.
Okay.
Oh, does he?
So he's got his karaoke stuff in here. Yeah, we have a party out here, and he does the karaoke. And as you can see, his number was 31. The kids ain't interested in riding bicycles. When I grew up and when my kids grew up, first thing they wanted was a bicycle. Yeah. Now the kids ain't interested in riding a bicycle. They're out there doing that.
Well, here's one of the electric bikes that's going to Atlanta for the race. This is just a regular setup. There's one of Donnie's drag bikes that we're not ready to race yet. But anyway, there's a normal week. We got
repairs.
We do. Donnie does most of the service work and stuff, and I do complete rebuilds. This is a complete engine rebuild here. So we do it all. We'll go from, just like the old days. We got engine parts on the back. All the good stuff. Got band practice on Fridays. And again, I'm the one building engines. I got heads going together right here. I got the engine going together right there. This is a repair job. It's not a rebuild. Anyway, you saw
that one's smooth.
Yeah, nice and pretty.
Yes,
I got a 117 inch sitting right there. We got a flow bench sitting right here that we haven't used in a while because we don't need it anymore for testing heads. We know what to do with them and all that kind of stuff. But now you're going to go over to the two-stroke museum and you get an eyeful over there.
All right.
Yeah, he'll give you a real good tour of that. Yeah,
Like I say, they're going to Atlanta this weekend. Actually, it's what the hell is it? Can't think of the name of the town. But anyway, this is pit bike. Got a couple of race bikes in here.
Now who all races? Your son still race?
Yeah, he's
the racer?
He's
Wow.
the racer. Bob goes along with him and does all the hard work as far as getting stuff. You know,
Repairing and
Donnie
fixing
works
it.
on the bikes. Oh, they like traveling. They go to the race and cook out and party and
Yeah.
when he ain't racing. He's serious at the racing, but
So I want to thank you today for coming out and watching this video. We really appreciate it. We really got a good response from this. You know, for this time of year, not one of our super great videos from like Sturgis or nothing, but I mean, we did real good for this time of year. I think we got about 3,000 or 4,000 views on it already, so that was really good. So we really appreciate all of you taking the time out and checking out this video. And we're gonna go stop by there when we hit back to Florida. We're gonna make a stop by and see if we can talk to Donnie, which is the one that actually did all the racing. He kind of apologized at the end, which we didn't have on the video or nothing, that he was too busy and didn't have time because they were getting ready to go racing that day.
They were packing up and loading up. They left probably right after we did.
Yeah, so we understand that, and he had wrote me after we put the video up the first time and thanked us for putting it up, and I sent him an email here. I hadn't got a response yet, just to let him know that we ended up putting the whole darn thing up.
Yeah.
Didn't do much editing at all on it. We just pretty much laid everything down. We learned a lot from shooting this video. We're going to do it a little bit different next time, a little bit better quality, because we thought all we were going to do is just shoot some highlights and put some of the things he talked about and just go with that. And apparently a lot more of you want to know a lot more than that. And when we find a lot of interesting people like this, we've got a video that I'm still got to finish working on of Rod at the Buffalo Chip. He sat down and told us the 40 years. And we need to get that all edited and things and get that up. And so you guys can see, for those of you that want to know a little bit of history of...
the Buffalo Chip.
Yep. And of Sturgis, because that's kind of, hey, 40 years is a long time. Now it's 41 years.
Yeah.
Because it's New Year now, coming up. So we're going to go ahead and leave you right here at, we're actually in Arizona, so we're not really in Lakeland. Even though this said Lakeland as a location, that's actually where they're at. So we'll see what we got coming up next week. Stay tuned. We've got some more interesting videos coming up, and we've also got some information going on. A lot of you may want to know what the heck ever happened to Laughlin River Run. Well, we're going to tell you what the heck is going on.
We found out.
That's right. We just met with the gentleman, the promoter that's putting it on. If you've been watching our channel, you might have already seen him on there. There's a lot of talk about what's going on. He's got some really good excitement, and we're going to be shooting some videos here, probably one a week, all the way up to the new, it's going to be called the Bullhead City River Run.
Bullhead River
Oh, that's
Run.
right. No city. It's Bullhead River Run. So that'll be pretty exciting. We won't be able to cover that one this year because we're going to be in Florida. We already had the plan set up for that, but I mean, we're going to do some stuff, and we're trying to get somebody to cover this for us, and you guys can see it after the fact.
Art.
Yeah, we're going to see if Art will do it. You all need to write on there and put, Art, go out there and do that for him. Heck, you can stay right here. Don't cost you nothing other than driving over and getting back. So we'll leave you at that.
So thanks for coming along today. Hope you enjoyed the video, part 2 of this series. And subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. Share us with your family and friends. Think about Patreon. Give us a big thumbs up. Ring that bell for notifications. And we'll see you on the next video.
And we're putting a lot more stuff on Patreon. Got a bunch of pictures that have been going up. Got some videos that I put up. You know, not a lot of you are watching on Patreon. Maybe you just wanted to give us money, which, hey, that's okay too. And
Thank you.
But we want to do some more things on there, especially these next couple of months because we're so slow. Not doing a whole lot. We're not out traveling and driving around and doing all the crazy stuff that we normally do. That we want to do some more videos, put on Patreon, and try to get that going a little bit better to when we do get on the road, we'll have it figured out. We're going to try to do a live this weekend from there too. We also got our regular live. It's going to be on Sunday. So check out that time schedule because it's 5 p.m. Mountain Time for Pacific 3, Alaska.
There you go.
Neil
How about
asked.
that?
I sent it to him. And I think it's like 7 o'clock on the Pacific Coast time. But check us out. Watch us on YouTube. It always helps us a lot better there than on Facebook. Facebook, we get nothing. So we'll see you all live on Sunday.
Bye.